What's good, my Weebilization? We are back on our world, and guess who's here? It's your boy, Super Duper Powers. And man, I got a hot guy out here in these streets of Houston, straight from West Houston. He just told me right now, so he out there from that A-Leaf, you know what I mean? So go ahead and introduce yourself, my guy.
What's going down? We
Yes,
here
sir.
with Our World. You rocking and rolling with Big Streeter. I am Streeter Richie.
Yes, sir.
Follow me on my platform. You can follow me on IG. It's Big Streeter.
Uh-huh.
Hey, if you follow me on TikTok, I get down on the TikTok.
Hey.
And you can follow me at him. That's the guy.
Hey,
Yeah.
him?
Him. That's the guy.
That's the guy. I like that. That's pretty dope. That sounds like some shit I come up with.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me mix that up because that was actually my Insta. That was my old Instagram. I had to change it back so people know exactly where to find me. But my TikTok is He Know Everybody. And
He
as
Know
y'all can see
Everybody?
who I'm rocking with right now,
Yes, sir.
I know everybody.
He know everybody. You
Yes,
see he out
indeed.
here with us at West Houston, you know what I mean?
Big flexing.
There
Big
you go.
flexing. What's going on, champ? How you feeling?
Man, I feel good. How you feeling today, bro?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. Getting back out here on this music, man. Getting back out here on this grind. Staying focused, man, and staying locked in. I'm pretty sure, like you guys in the world, are staying focused, man.
Yeah.
Trying to stay consistent with it. So
Okay.
here we are today, man, and I'm happy to be here.
Out here vibing out, right?
Vibing, man. I'm
All right,
vibing.
you got some summer vibes for us and all the
I
rest
got
of
some
this shit.
summer vibes for you. I got some
Okay.
summer vibes for you. I got this song called Summer Vibes that I'm looking to release this summer. Well, it's already released right now, so you can go on all platforms and look at that. But I look to shoot the video sometime soon, so look out for that so we get something popping for the summer.
Where did this music begin with you? So where did you start with the music?
Oh man, I really started at an early age. Like my mother was a big R&B fanatic, so she actually brought us up with R&B, and
Okay.
at that time it was just getting the concept of knowing music at that time. So from the ages of 4 and up, you know, like the majority of time would I look to soothe my mind and hear my mom, rest in peace to my mom, you know what I'm saying, but she installed that R&B in me. Like that's something that I go to just get my inspiration to even write music. So from the
Okay.
ages of 4 and up, you know what I'm saying, R&B was that. And then I got introduced to hip hop. My cousin actually brought the Big Mo to my crib when I was about 7.
Okay.
And that's how it kind of started off with me knowing what rap is and things like that, and starting to introduce me to different H-Town artists. So I really got into H-Town artists at first, and then, you know, growing up in A-Leaf, A-Leaf is such a diverse place that, you know, that's when I got into middle school and I met some of my close friends, and actually one of my guys, Super Dave Dollar Sign.
Dave Dollar Sign.
Dave Dollar Sign.
Yes, sir.
He actually opened me up to that we really have talent here on our side, and he opened doors to like a lot of East Coast music, West Coast music. He's so diverse with music that he just
Yes.
kind of put it in our ear, and you know that kind of gravitated to us because we all looked up to Dave Dollar Sign. So shout out to Dave Dollar Sign for putting us in this music world.
Big
man.
shouts out to you, Dave, especially the show you had us on, Dave and the homies. That shit was fire, bro.
Dave and the homies, man. When he called me up, and I was actually supposed to be a part of that show that day, but we got so overcrowded. I just wanted everybody to rock out because me and
Okay.
Dave, we've been going through music for years. So you
Yeah.
know, just to see all the new talent that was coming out and seeing everybody put out their music, I think that was a dope thing to do, a dope thing to see, and I just wanted everybody to get their shine on. So I was just like, go ahead and let them do their thing, and then you know, we got many shows to catch up on. So
Shit, that part.
that
Yes,
part.
sir.
So man, yeah, Dave is one of my biggest reasons why I rap the way I do the things that I do, the skill level that I do have, because Dave is nice. Dave is, man, like we got a lot of people out there in A-Leaf, and we'll get to that, you know, in a minute. But man, I just want to give my flowers to Dave Dollar Sign because Dave Dollar Sign and Suave, Golden Gun Swizzy, that was another one. Like,
Okay.
that's his like partner in crime right there
Yeah,
with Pluto.
yeah, yeah.
Shout out to the Peas.
Ooh.
You know, them boys were super talented from where we come from, and they were a big inspiration to me and my group coming up. You know,
Okay, so you got a group.
we do have a group. It's called SOB, Streets on Beats. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? If you ever get Dave on here, if you haven't had Dave on here, he'll discuss that with you and tell you all about SOB. But yeah, we actually had a group that was going on called SOB. It's still rocking that shit.
Okay.
Well, I'm saying had, but man, SOB is forever. That's forever in the skin. So yeah, we have a group that's SOB and a lot of talent in that group. So
Gotcha.
yeah, for sure.
Where did the name come from when it comes to the Big Streeter?
So Big Streeter is a spinoff of Streets on Beats. We like to call ourselves the Streeters. You know,
Okay.
SOB, we all call ourselves the Streeters. So you got Streeter Chop, you know, Chop are the only ones I believe that just call ourselves streeters. So it's just like he's streeter Chop, I'm streeter Richie. And,
Okay.
That's how that vibe. But it's a little spinoff of our group name. I actually came up with the name Streeters because like when SOB used to move, we used to move so deep in the Houston streets, especially back from 2016 on forward. We was like really in the deep in the streets heavy. And then one day I kind of heard this guy just seeing us in all black, cause we used to dress all SOB down from head to toe, and everywhere we would go, like whether we was wearing different type of colors, but we'll make a big impact from the enormous volume of people that we had rocking with us.
Yeah.
And one day I just heard this guy say, "Man, look at all those streeters," and that kind of just stuck with me. I was like, man, I told that to the guys, and we all kind of chuckled about it. But man, I was just like, man, that'd be a cool thing to just put on our name. So rather than just being because I used to go by Mike Rich, it was like a spinoff on my name. So I was just like, and then, from that, women used to just call me Richie. They used to be like, Richie. So I just kept that, kept implementing the Richie name. And then, from that, I put the Streeters on that. So that's how we came up with Streeter Richie with that.
Oh,
so,
shit.
Yeah.
That's dope. That is fucking dope.
No doubt about it.
Crazy story.
Man. It's a lot of stories to be told. There's a lot of these stories.
Go ahead, give me one more.
Yeah, man. So just being out there with that group, with SOB, that's what kind of got us into this music. Well, got me and some of my best friends into the music group. Dave had already been doing it for a while. For as long as I know, since maybe like 2003, Dave was already in the streets heavy with Pluto. So Pluto was making a lot of noise. Him, Dave, shout out to Mookie Jones. And a lot of those boys over there in Pluto, they was already making noise in the streets, and they were known for battle rapping, especially Suave. Suave was a good battle rapper at the time.
Okay.
And Dave wanted to be somewhere like, doing, trying to get to that radio, trying to make a name for ourselves, trying to get in that radio. And me and my homies, we was already been click tight since middle school, so we didn't really have nothing to follow but what Dave wanted to do. So Dave wanted to put a group together because I guess Dave seen the talent before we was just playing around with music, and I guess him overhearing that, hey, them little young kids got a little something, man. We might as well put it together because all of us in my group, in my homeboys group, were very popular in Southwest. You know what I'm saying? Known for playing basketball, having women, things like that, things of that nature. And he was like, let's go ahead and put a group together. So his brother is actually Chop. Streeter Chop is actually his brother. So
oh shit.
Yeah. Okay. So and which is one of my best friends, which I call a brother now. So I don't be using the term friends or whatever. These are my brothers. You know what I'm saying? These are my brothers. So they put us all together, and they came up with the name SOB. And SOB, the name comes from South Park Mexican. I'll let Dave tell you that because Dave is the one who came up with the name, and he got it from a song by South Park Mexican called Streets on Beats.
Okay.
So, he took the name of a song and made it a group. You know what I'm saying? And that was the name of our group. And once we heard the name, we was like,
hell yeah.
We from the streets, you know what I'm saying? And we nice on these beats, so, I rock with it. Yeah.
SOB out here,
man. You know what I'm saying? It was SOB. So SOB been around way before standing on business. You know what I mean? So, we used to be like shitting on
standing on business.
Yeah. So, people be like SOB standing on business. Like SOB been around way before then. Another flowers to Dave for giving us that name. And pretty cool name. We had a pretty cool logo. Yeah. And we got out here in the streets and we made a big name for ourselves at that time. So that's how that was.
We're gonna circle back to you was talking about you was getting them women, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I know you got that talent agency with the women, huh?
I do. Yes,
sir.
Me and my boy Hustle put together this group called Pressure, and it was basically we wanted to get a lot of models because me as an artist, I want to like kind of branch out and try to see what I can do outside of being in Texas. I want to like make a name for myself going to the West Coast, to the East Coast, and I just wanted to just be a breakout artist, and kind of do my thing. So one of the things I wanted to kind of implement was because the way my music is the way you hear my music is he talk about a lot of women. He got a lot of stuff going on with women. He got this smooth little flow to him, and I want to kind of like give myself an identity. So we put together this group called Pressure, and from that stemmed off us going online. And my boy Hustle at the time, he was really good with the internet, so he knew how to market really, really good. Without, he did a lot of research online and things like that. Had a lot of research going on to where he can bring in a big volume of women and put them together, and all they had to do was meet me and seal the deal. Seal the deal and bring them all together. So bringing them all together and having an idea, having a plan to not only do this for me, but I wanted to do this for a lot of women who probably come from somewhere that don't have a lot of support. So that was my first blueprint of it. I want to meet some beautiful women. I want to meet talented women who don't really get support of where they come from, and just kind of bring them together and make this one big family. That was my whole implement of that, and I had success in doing that. And that also brought a lot of attention because of the energy that I bring to the table, and plus the energy that I know they want to bring to the table, and just allowing them to be free and be themselves. That kind of took us so far with getting well connections, because you see, we got a lot of ballers out here in Houston, Texas. So, and a lot of people out here in Houston, Texas, rock with a lot of their homeboys, like especially men. Like you see a lot of guys rocking with big gang groups. They clicked up, they clicked tight, but it ain't too many women going around. I was walking around with just me and my boy and about 40, 50 women at one time. So that's like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Just making noise out here, and that kind of overseed the music that I was doing, because I had so many volumes of women. It's like, what you gonna do with all them women? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, put some in our videos. You know what I'm saying? We'll pay you, come out to this venue, put them in this video. And that's where I met B King at. From me knowing, rest in peace to B King, and B King became one of my closest dogs. As I was making my noise and my music, he was giving me a lot of tips and a lot of things, because he had the whole summer on lock, doing his thing with that. So women, inspired me to write my music. So
they should,
they inspired me to write a lot of my music and really spin off from what was going on in the streets. A lot of street music was out here. A lot of a lot of things with AKs and chopping, chopping people down, blowing people down. Pause. But so I wanted to make sure that it was. I wanted people to know that Houston had real players out here in this music thing. So
like
we got Sauce Walker, and we got everybody out there like
pimp,
that.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Real pimp stuff. So, but I really want that to go on. I really wanted that to go on. So I was really just like, hey, we really do that out here. So we really got it like that. So I had women that was just flying in from where they was coming from: Detroit, Chicago, California, Mississippi, New Orleans. You name it, they were flying in all at one time just to come vibe with me. And
they all on the same plane and shit.
all on the same plan. Once you lay out the plan, once you lay out the script, you know what I'm saying, and execute the script, they start becoming believers. Next thing you know, they're gonna tell their homegirls, and their homegirls gonna tell their other homegirls. And it be drama and stuff like that. But man, if you a real boss, you gonna make sure that everything gets straight, or you gonna you can catch a one-way flight back to the house. You know what I mean? So
I feel it.
That's how that goes. So a lot of my music is based around truly, like, when you hear my music, you're gonna be like, he truly living that. Like, I didn't want to, even though I come from the hood. And I can spit that raw shit. I can spit that shit, but it was like, I want to be different than everybody else. I wanted to be like, how can I be different from everybody else who I feel like is spitting all the same type of stuff? Maybe have a different flow, but y'all all saying the same thing.
Same shit.
I want to be somebody who's actually living what I'm talking about. And like, I caught cases, like, I was a felon. You know what I'm saying? So I just didn't want to be on that boat, you know what I'm saying? And the way that I grew up with my boys and everything like that, we was known for having females here and there. So I just want to amplify that, bring that culture to the music, and give people something to vibe to. I miss that. I love that. Like I said, I'm a kid of the 90s, and I just really wanted to bring back music that you can vibe to, where you can come to a nice place and be like, hey, put that Richie on, go spin that Richie, because like, it need to get some vibes up in here. Gotcha. And I really implemented that, took that and wore that, and I still hang my hat on that, you know what I'm saying, because I feel like we need to bring that vibe back. So that's where I'm at with it. So
Okay.
You'll see that.
Let's spin back around with this one. You was talking about Beat King, right?
Yeah, B King,
How
my
did
boy.
that come about?
B King came about where actually we kind of knew B King as a group when we was in as the group SOB took off in 2016. He kind of seen how we were mobbing and how we were deep coming out, because it'd be like four or five of us rapping, and we'll bring out a crowd of women too. We'll also bring out a crowd of women too. So B King seeing that. B King was a little pervert, man. B King, man, shout out Justin, man. I love that man so much, man, because he's so authentic, you know what I mean? And, once he saw that type of energy, you know what I'm saying, he kind of had his eye on us like the whole time. And when I started branching off and doing my modeling thing, you know what I'm saying, he kind of still followed. And that's when I kind of got to know him on a personal level. Actually had a photo shoot that I actually met him at the first time. The first time I ever met him, like personally, because he would always keep his eye on us and shout us out. But I had a little photo shoot going on, and he kind of showed up to the photo shoot. I guess he knew one of the females that I recruited on, so she kind of invited him to the photo shoot, and that's when I kind of got him know him on a personal level. From that day, he invited me and my partner Hustle to his shoot. He was needing some help with his shoot. What was this song called? Give me 1 second. What's the song with him and DJ Chose? I cannot think of what that song is called right off the top of my head. But he had a big song with DJ Chose, and if y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about. He invited us out to this to this video shoot, and he told us that he needed some models. So it was like, okay, no doubt. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think I can help. I think my services can help you out in this. He called us up. We whipped up as many models as we could, like bigger than what I would do it. You know what I mean? We ended up breaking out, man, maybe over 100 women.
Dead ass. Was that the video that you was in at this pool party and shit?
At the pool party, yeah.
Okay,
Man, hold on. Let me check it out.
Let me check it out
real quick. 1 second. Let me check that out.
You good, bro.
And tell y'all exactly what that song is, and y'all gonna be like, "What, you did that?" Like, for sure, for sure. Give me 1 second on that. Okay, that was.
All I know was nothing but booty shaking in that video, though.
Man,
I ain't gonna lie, I watched about 4 or 5 times with my little niggas.
What's the song? Yeah, that y'all know that. What's up, Bree? What's up, Keith?
Yeah, that's my slap.
I like it, man. I want all three. Yeah, that right there, man. And this was a big song in the summer, like a big song. Now, I'm not knowing what they for the shoot. I'm not knowing that this is the song they for the shoot. Me, I thought it was already shot.
Yeah.
But when somebody like that, needs a favor, you try to go all out, because like I said, you still trying to stamp your name in this game and everything like that. You're trying to make a name for yourself. So you want to do it bigger than you ever done it, you know what I'm saying? And countless times, after you do that, you still want to do it bigger than you did the last time. But, for B King and DJ Chose to hit us up and say, we need some models, can you bring something through? Yeah. For sure. And mind you, man, let me kick it in on this story. So that video is getting shot. So we bring out 100 models, and 100 models is letting 100 more models know that, hey, all you have to do is say you with pressure, and you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be in this video shoot. So we get there. As soon as we get there, we get to this mansion. It's in a private location. We get to this mansion, and it's flooded with women trying to get in the door, walking up to the event, everything like that. So we like, dang, like, what's going on? The first person I run into, because he's shooting right away, is DJ Chose. DJ Chose is right outside. And I go back with DJ Chose. I don't know DJ Chose on a personal level, but I know it's been plenty of events that I've been in with DJ Chose since back in 08 days. You know what I'm saying? When he was just getting started and everything like that I've shook his hand, and, he actually cut for me, like, I'm like, DJ Chose, could you spin this? And he like, yeah, bet. So he is a real solid dude. You know what I'm saying? He actually took the time out to, let me see your record. Let me get this flash drive, and I'm saying, I'm gonna play it right after this, and kept his word on that. So shout out to DJ Chose.
Big shots.
I ran into him, and the first thing he dabbed me up like, hey man, you the pressure owner? I was like, yeah. He was like, man, you brought out so many women. Mind you, I have not seen the women that's all inside the mansion just yet. I'm walking.
Yeah.
He outside shooting at the outside shoot, and he actually walked us in to show me, like, you know, everybody that showed up. So, and when I say these women showed up and showed out, came from all the woodworks, bro.
Yeah.
He came in, dabbed me up like, man, I appreciate you so much, bro. I appreciate you so much. So I'm like, man, there ain't no sweat. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Steph Curry when he shoot a three and just walk off. Oh, man, it ain't nothing, bro. Yeah, I'm splashing. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. You know, just trying to make it seem like, you know, let's go. Yeah. So, you know, he walk us in, man, and bro, I shocked myself because I'm like, man, these are some of the most beautiful women I have ever seen thus far. You know, like, and these women was so beautiful. I'm like, man, this gonna be one crazy shoot. And they not only were beautiful, but they were turned too. They weren't sitting there acting stuck up or bougie. Yeah. And mind you, it's over 100 women. It's B King in there, DJ Chose in there, me and my partner up in there, and maybe 3 or 4 other men. Yeah. But the rest just women.
Number women.
If you look to your left and right, it's gonna be hard to spot a dude that's in there. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's probably like maybe about 10 dudes max that's in there.
That's good.
You know, even the videographer who was shooting that video was a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
that's
I'm
Hunger
like,
Games to me. The odds are in your favor.
The odds, man. Less is more is plenty of us. Less is more is plenty of us. So
the odds are forever in your favor.
So we just in there having a good old time. This is like one of the best times I've ever had. Yeah. And you know, like, I'm glad it's with these 2 dudes. You know, it ain't somebody who just and B King is the club guy, but he not really like in every single club like that. Sure, he'd be like in the hottest clubs to make his like rounds and stuff like that, but he in and out. And that's how I learned, like, he had the same type of personality as me in a sense, because usually if I do something, I'm here to just do my business and get out. I don't want to sit here mingling with guys, and I don't want to meet any middlemen or anything like that. I'm used to just, hey, look, if I want to talk strictly to the bosses. Like, I don't want to run to nobody who say, oh yeah, I know such and such and I can get you in contact with them. No, if you know them, then bring me straight to them. I don't want to do anything that, you know, with this city, they like to say it's crabs in the bucket. They like to keep you down and everything like that. So, you know, anybody who feel like they got a little connection here, they're going to try to just put you under their wing. And this happened to us before. They'll try to put you under their wing and keep you there. You know what I'm saying? Won't let you expand or be as big as you supposed to be, or, you know, what you can be. So I didn't like to meet middlemen. I used to like to rock out and then be out. So, you know, like, do my thing, make my impact, and be out of there. You know, so somebody could be like, "Who is that? Get me in touch with him." You know what I'm saying? And it be the head guy who doing it. If you're not that, then I don't even want to discuss nothing with you. But anyway, going back to B King and doing that video shoot, that was a big stamp on my potential and what I can do for my career, and actually, you know what I'm saying, like, putting a good name on my record, you know, as far as what business we do, keeping our word on both ends on how we do things. And so, you know, that was a big impact. And like I said, shout out to those 2 dudes for giving me that opportunity to do that for them. So go look at that video. Like I said, I don't know. What's up, Bree? What's up, Key? Lisa, I like all 3. Y'all know that song. So go check it out. You'll probably see me in somewhere in the background, because I ain't want to be too much in the video, but you'll probably see me, like, you know, somewhere in the cut in the corner somewhere. But yeah, man, I helped them boys out. I was a big part of why that video was like that. So yeah,
big shots.
Big pat on the back on that one.
Look at him.
For sure.
When did you start dropping music for yourself, not as in the group, but for you as a solo artist, for you to take off to where you at right now?
That started I actually started dropping music in 2020 during the pandemic.
Okay.
And like I said, B King was one giving me so much game. He was just like, you know, while everybody in the house right now, you can just start dropping your music, and, you know, it'll be very few people out here just trying to make something happen. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else trying to figure out what they're going to do next, since, you know, the city has changed so much. Everybody is in the house, and you outside working, you might as well do what you got to do. So I dropped a video in 2020, which was called Stop Playing. And Stop Playing looks, I wouldn't say it looked the same as that video, like, because how mega it was. But man, you watch that video, you be like, golly, he has so many women, so many models in that video. And those models, shout out to my models. They really came from all walks of life: Ohio, New York, California, Detroit, just to come shoot with me at that video. So I really appreciate my girls a lot, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to you ladies out there. And if you want to kick it with me, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna put you in the right position. You know what I mean? But that video, it was called "Stop Playing," and it had this New Orleans feel to it. It got actually 2 New Orleans talents out of there on the song as samples, you know what I mean? So I want to bring that like New Orleans kind of bounce to the song, and that in a few days it reached over like 20,000 views in about 2 days, you know, and that's good for me just being a breakout artist and that being my breakout song. So it did pretty good on the YouTubes and stuff like that, and it'll still go to this day. So "Stop Playing" was one of those songs I was very proud of, a video that I'm very proud of, and the work we put in to do that. It seemed like a tough thing to do, which it is, but man, being how my business was set up, man, I'm glad everybody just participated and cooperated and did what they had to do. They made it real easy for me, and the ladies made it even better and fun for all of us. So yeah, I got started that way. Then from then, I dropped my second single not too long after that, a little shortly after that, maybe like 3 months, because you gotta let a song marinate. Once you put it out there in the streets, you gotta let it marinate, because everybody gonna catch on to it, and then you know you can't be just so eager to throw out your second one. So me knowing that, so I threw out my second one maybe like 3 or 4 months after that. Called OnlyFans. Now I never had an OnlyFans.
Hey, that's my shit though. I ain't gonna hold you. That song right there is my shit. That's my shit. I fuck with that song.
OnlyFans came about. OnlyFans came about, and I never had an OnlyFans, but I seen the bubble up of OnlyFans, especially through the pandemic and everything like that. I was just like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and make a song about OnlyFans, man, and I'm gonna make it catchy. And my partner at the time, Hustle, he kind of challenged me on that song. He was just like, man, yo, I don't know what's gonna stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was like, man, I got this song that I want to do called OnlyFans. He's like, I don't know if it's gonna top that. And I was like, man, I can stay consistent with this music thing. With this music, I always felt like you stay true to the music, good music is always gonna prevail. And I was like, man, he was like, I don't think you could top it. So I went in the studio. I worked with one of my engineers. His name is Alon. Shout out to Alon. He from Paris, and me and him, he got his own little Paris sound that he brings to it. So he mixed that with one of the songs that I like. I give him like, hey, I want this type of beat, but just mix it with your sound, and he'll bring your ideas to life. So man, he brought this sound to OnlyFans, and I was just like, man, just give me a few minutes to write this down. Went in there in about 30 minutes, wrote something down. It only took me about 30 minutes to make that song.
Oh, dead ass?
Yeah, about dead ass. It only took me about 30 minutes. I was like, give me 30 minutes, because I already got something in my head. I already got a little hook in my head. Yeah. And I went in there, wrote the song, and I finished it within 2 hours, like with less than 2 hours. I probably did like an hour 30 with him. He mixed and mastered right then as you know what I'm saying, as you recording. And he was like, "You done already?" I was like, "I'm done." He was like, "Man, that's impressive." He was like, that you can get a song done that fast. I was like, man, like I had somebody challenge me, and this was like, me being challenged is always fun. Like I love being challenged, so it's like, hey man, this is my mental is already going. Like I'm already pumped to do something else. All right, let's run it. Let's go do it. So I went in and did that. When I did that, I probably shot the video after making the song. I probably shot it like maybe a week after that. He was like, we got to put out the next one. You got to have, my boy was like, man, you got to have 2 singles. You really got to have like 3 singles to be stamped and official. Like, that's how I feel. Like, okay, if you make one hit, can you do it again? Yeah. And after you do it again, can you do it again?
Can you do it again?
And if you do it 3 times, it's like, okay, you already got 3 songs that you could perform. Like, you already got 3 songs that you can get on stage and catch ears just off these 3 songs. So,
true story.
I went in and I did that, and we shot the video a week later. Same concept, but like I said, having the advantage of having all these women that rock with me opens a lot of doors. So I was able to meet a guy, I cannot think of his name right now at the time, but he had accesses to different mansions that he like kind of Airbnb and beat out. So he was like, man, you get me to know these women, and man,
here you go.
Sure. Yeah, here, take the keys, take the keys, you can rent out this, not even rent out, like, or you pay him like minimum for whatever dollars, you know what I'm saying, and you can shoot a video up in here. So it's like, all right, bet. So, you know, getting with that guy, man, once I get your name, man, I gotta link back up with you, man, because you had it tight for me.
Yeah.
Got a nice condo, like a 3-story condo downtown Houston, and was able to bring multiple women with me. Now, like, if you look at my first video, which has a lot of women, if you look at B King video with a lot of women, and you look at OnlyFans, which had a lot of women, you will notice that everything I'm saying is factual, because woman, there is not the same woman in every video. Like, you know, it's always groups of women that switch it up, and you know what I'm saying, that'll come out and just want to be a part of this movement. So, you know, it was all these new women, still with the same energy, still with the same vibes, and able to pull that off. And that was another fun one too, man. That was a crazy shoot right there. Was able to get, see, I'm into making a lot of connections. Like I get a thrill out of, you know, bringing people together, whether it's like 5 different photographers, 3 different videographers, you know what I'm saying, with the models implemented. So I always would shoot my videos, but also have a photo shoot session inside the video shoot. Okay. So while that's going on, these women ain't just sitting around watching, they actually shooting videos in different sections of the house or by poolside or things like that, and just having
some content too as well.
Giving them their own content. Go live if y'all want to, you know, put this stuff online if you want to, and I'm be doing my thing over here. That way y'all are busy, you know. And I always, you know, I always wanted females to feel like they had the freedom to do what they wanted to do, but don't get too explicit, because you want to value yourself at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that you keep yourself at a high value, at a high market. And some women were so young, like 22, 23, who didn't really get the concept of that, because they feeling themselves too much that and you know, you get women that be out of line. But at the end of the day, I always try to put my models in position to where they can elevate themselves and you know, get into different venues and avenues and make their own little money for themselves. Not just come over here and make money, but, you know, make a name for yourself to where, you know, you're worth something when you know, get out of this. And if you want to show up at a club, they got to pay you. If you want to do a video shoot, it's going to cost this much. I always want them to have the mental mentality to be bosses, because we start coming in the era where women were, you know, making their bags, you know what I'm saying? And as you see now, you know, women have this high worth for themselves.
True story.
And, you know what I'm saying, I want to be one of the first men that was on that wave of seeing that happen and having control of that. Like, hey, look, I ain't against y'all. I'm all for y'all getting a bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, don't come down on me. You know what I mean? Hey, look, I got your back. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you always looking out for me when it's time to. Don't get bougie on me if you get too high and mighty. You know what I mean? So, you know, some women understood it. Some women wanted to pull a rug from you, and you know, you get all that. You get the good, the bad, the ugly when it's in this industry. So,
trust me, I understand.
Yeah, that was my second song, and my third song is actually the song that I'm about to drop. You know what I'm saying? This summer, I want to preserve it, and it's called Summer Vibe. I wanted to preserve that song, so I didn't really give it too much promo. I wanted it to be the right time, and I still wanted the elements that I look to implement. I still wanted to meet the right people, you know, meet the right producers, meet podcasters like yourself, you know what I'm saying, and get y'all somewhere in that mix. That way you can do your interviews there. Make sure that I make all the right connections to make Summer Vibe be something for somebody that you won't forget. So I held on to that, and I was like, you know, I'm making time. I was just feeling like, man, I'm making timeless music right now. Like, you know, I really got a knack for this type of thing. You know, and I like, it ain't just that me and my dogs was so talented. Like, we always felt like we was that talented, but we was all playing a role. And like I told you before this interview started, everybody has to have a role, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that we have the ultimate success. True story. I always carried that from back from 2016 to today. Like, you know, everybody plays their role, and you know, as long as you don't get too big headed, you'll see the success if you stay consistent with it and, you know, move forward with it. So back in 2016, I was playing backseat to one of our artists, you know, trying to make a break in, and 2 of our artists at the time broke through the radio, and, you know, it was all about pushing them, I didn't want to break out as an artist yet, and I just wanted to make sure that we got in, you know what I'm saying? And then sometimes, like I say, egos get too high, There'll be conflict within the group and stuff like that. Like I said, we all brothers, and brothers gonna have conflicts here and there. But you can't let it you can't get so engulfed in that you forget the main goal. You know, and sometimes that happens, you know, and that's unfortunate, you know. But at the end of the day, I'm a bet on me. You know what I mean? I believe in my talent enough to where I won't let stuff die. I won't let anything die. I'm a bet on me. I put the house on me through anything. I'm so good at business that, you know, I understand, you know, it's levels to this thing, and it's things that you have to do, it's things that you work for, and you have to do good business on both ends. Like, everybody must benefit from the product that's being pushed out, no matter what it is. Like, you know, if I'm gonna do something with you, this is what you tell me what you want to get out of this. And for me, you tell me what you want to get out of this. And that's the thing that I'm gonna try to see that you get first. You know, before I get mine, because I'm already feeling like I'm blessed enough that it's gonna happen for me anyway. Let's just make sure that we get you what you need. And you know, that's gonna come full circle. Everything's gonna come full circle, and we're gonna shake hands and we're gonna hug like bros, because man, we doing good business and we actually doing something, you know. So when I started, you know, doing my own thing, that's just the mentality that I had, and I was able to see so much success off that. So
when it came to that, what was your what made you flip that switch to be like, you know what, bro's over here tripping, I'm finna go over here and do me now? What got you to that point?
Stopping. You know, everything went on a pause, you know, because we couldn't get certain artists and certain people behind the scenes on the same page, you know. And I was just like, man, if we don't get back out here soon, then I gotta make a move, because we looking at a time to where you could be here at one moment and be out the next. You see it with so many artists that they'll come in the game, they'll run into legal trouble.
True.
And by the time the feds let them out, they buzz had died down so much that you don't even want to hear them no more. Being that I was an artist that hadn't even put out my talent as much, you know, or pretty much at that time at all, because I was pushing another artist. I was just like, shit, I can do this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a bet on me. Like, I bet on me. So I got with my boy Hustle, and I was just like, hey, you know, I don't want this to die. Like, you know, this is my dream since I was a kid to do, and I don't want to see it pass me by. You know, we only getting older, and I feel like I got so much to give to the game, and I just want to take a chance and bet on me right now. And like I said, my boy Hustle was so talented with marketing and everything that was going on with the technology, with the marketing of social media. I was just like, man, it'll be a 1-2 combo, man, if we just, you know, come together on this. And my boy Hustle at the time was more so like, man, I'm just trying to get money, like, man. And what I loved about Hustle is he'll want you to have more success than he would. Like, he would want to see you in a position to get money, you know what I'm saying, and get rich, because he already knew it for himself. He already tell you, like, man, I'm finna have this $2.5 million house, and I'm gonna be driving this, you know, while we were still in an Impala. He'll tell you, like, man, we gonna have this, and he'll be like, man, I'm telling you, Rich, if you do this and do this and do this, we gonna see some paper. And he's so cocky with it, we gonna see some paper. Like, he sounds so reassuring that it's like, all right, like, that's the same mentality that I'm on. Like, I want him to be just as successful. Like, I want to see him do good. And like I said, like, when you have a group together that's on the same type of playing field, that wants the same things for each other, that want to see you win, you know what I'm saying, and they want to win for you, and you want to win for them, you know, you can't lose. You can't lose, because that's what's called chemistry right there. That's what's called the thing that the it factor. You know what I mean? When you guys have an idea, and you know you play this role, and you know you play this role, you know, what can we get out of that? And you know, we came together and we made things happen, and you know, unbelievable things happen, like things I couldn't imagine us doing, like being a part of that Be King thing, or getting in those Be King situations, or you know, it gets bigger than that. There's so many artists that I met in the city, you know, through what I was doing and cutting out the middleman. I met so many different artists, you know, that was able to give me so much game, and and really tell me, stick to what you're doing. You got your formula, stick to what you're doing, and don't let nobody come into that. Don't let nobody into that. Just keep doing what you're doing.
What you do, yeah.
And you're gonna see much success. And sticking to that, allowed me to flourish the way I did. And I'm so appreciative of all the game I got from everybody that was in the city who took time to, get in my ear and, give me some game. So
I understand.
That's how that goes, man.
Since we're speaking about the game, is there anything that you could give to the kids? Any game you could, give to the kids nowadays?
Absolutely. Man, first I want to tell the youth, man, y'all are so talented, man. Like, the youth is so talented. I don't feel like that y'all using y'all talent to the right degree of knowing what to do for yourselves. And I want to tell y'all, if you got a dream out there, if you got something that you're going for, and it could be outside of music, it could be like just owning businesses and really excelling in school or getting to college and doing things. Like, all it takes is being consistent to your dream. And you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be paying attention to people on your left and right, because the people on your left and right may not be good for you if they're not speaking positivity or even recognizing your talent. I feel like if people can't recognize your talent, if people not recognizing the things that you naturally are good at, that is God chosen for you, and you kicking it around some guys who's just who ain't recognized that, or ain't spoke up on that, or ain't congratulate you for that, that's not your right circle. And I want to tell you that the right people will find you at the right moments, to stay consistent to what you're doing and what you're good at and what you're talented at. Because I know a lot of the youth is very lost at what they want to do in life. And I was there too. Like, not really knowing if music was for me. I knew I was good at it. I didn't know it was a God calling. I knew I was good at it, but you didn't have enough people that were supporting you enough to tell you that that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got this feeling within you that tells you that this is it. You know what I mean? And you should always try to go take some time out for yourself to get to know yourself, get to love yourselves. And I think a lot of y'all don't really know what that is, to just take time out to love yourself. Like, really get to know who you are. You're so engulfed in what everybody else is doing and what this time is putting out that you don't even really know who you are. And really just take that time out to get to know yourself, find the things that you love. And I promise you, if you stay, consistent to that, and open your mouth and say something about that, speak it into the universe, your people will find you, you know what I mean? No matter what, like, you on a life path, your people will find you. And you can't be one of these lost souls out here. And you got a lot of y'all taking the new drugs and drinking, before y'all time, smoking weed before y'all time. You haven't had enough time to develop, you know what I mean? Like, and I know y'all, I sound like Unc right now, and you know what I'm saying? But man, take it from somebody who been there, who's made mistakes, you know what I'm saying? I was a felon, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Like,
yes, sir.
I called my cases, I made my mistakes, and I beat my mistakes, you know what I mean? But I had to get on that path of, I got people to live for. I got people who care about me. I got people who love me out here. And most importantly, man, I really love my damn self. You know what I mean? I really love myself enough to give myself a shot, a fighting chance. So, it's all about beating the mental. You are your worst enemy, man. And the purpose of this is, me giving a message to y'all, the youth. And I want to speak on talking to the youth is, really, you can fight this mental, you know what I'm saying? The mental is always going to steer you in like evil directions at time, have you have negative thoughts at the time. But there's also the positives that's being whispered in your ear that is right. And it's always tougher to do the right thing. It's always tougher to do that, but it's so rewarding. It's so rewarding to do and it's easy to get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? But, it's so easy to do the wrong thing, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of the youth is caught up in being in that lazy era, to where it's just like, it's just easier to go get some money here, or it's easy to go, you know what I'm saying, hit a lick there, do this right here, or smoke this weed. It's easy to go get a sack and just, you know what I'm saying, numb these feelings that I'm having. But, the positive things are always going to take work. It's always going to take work. And at the end of the hard work is the big reward. At the end of doing something easy is the hardest mistakes that you will have to fight your way out of. You know what I mean? It's the hardest mistakes. and you gonna regret it the older you get. You be like, man, I could have been taking this time to do this. If I would have just put my time and effort into doing this, I could have been so far along. But here I am looking at everybody else progress. You see a lot of these women going to school and getting these degrees. You know what I mean? Talking to the young males right now, you see these women, you know, they getting y'all for y'all money and going to school and getting these degrees, putting themselves through school. And next thing you know, they looking up and they 24, 25, and they, you know, traveling nurses, surgeons, you know what I mean, lawyers and everything. And y'all still YN mode. Y'all still in that YN mode. You know what I mean? Y'all still thugging out here. You know what I mean? And, you know, I ain't got nothing against no thugs, man. I got a lot of thugs that's close like this with me. You know what I mean? A lot of this, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they looking at me like, man, you really elevated yourself because I took the time to know that I can't be doing this. I could have been having a whole different slang of how I'm talking to y'all, but I talk with a little grammar. I talk with a little properness because I done stepped in so many doors. I done shook so many hands to know that, you know, I'm in that Jay-Z mode while y'all stuck in, you know, what, that Dame Dash shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I done shook enough hands to know that, you know, I present myself a certain way when you see me now. You know what I'm saying? I hold myself to a certain standard when you see me now. And it took work, you know what I mean? And, you know, like I said, hard work is always going to prevail, man. And I just want to take the time out to tell y'all, you know what I'm saying? Fight that mental, you know, apply yourself the right way. And it ain't got to be school. If you're thinking about being young and owning a business, take that time to learn what an LLC is. Take that time to, you know, get that, learn the laws of money. You know what I mean? There's so many things that you can do besides holding it up to your ear. You could take that money and invest it into so many things that are in about 5 years, which is not a long time. 5 years go by so fast. Yeah. You know, that by 5 years your money has tripled and quadrupled. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just start asking those questions. You know, I got this going on. What do you think I should do? And, you know, I'll be happy. If you ever come across me, I'll be happy to give you the insight of, you know, you want to take this, and I don't want nothing from you. Like, you know, I want you to take this and learn the laws of money, or learn how to do a LLC, or get your business started here. You could start a pressure washing business. You can go do this. You can go do that. Man, there's so many things that you could do out here besides getting into easy trouble. So that's just my message to the youth right there, man. And I salute y'all on y'all way up.
Yes, sir. With that being said, I want to end this show off on a positive note. That right there, we can't top that right there, what this man just said. But I do have a favor from you.
What's that, big dog?
You gonna hit that mic for me?
Oh, man, you know, if I gotta come through, this is our world, baby. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. It's
Why
our world,
not hit
baby.
that mic, man? I'm gonna drop something for the summer for you. I got you, man. Anything y'all want. Y'all rocking and rolling with Street of Richie, man. Summer vibe on the way, man. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. It's your boy, Super.
Yeah.
Duper. Powers. Our world. We back.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
You hear something? Yeah. I think it's about time. I like this one a lot.
Worked all week, you deserve a drink. No bills due, pay them early. You and your girlfriends hit a workout in the nighttime. You gotta swerve out to the house now, bringing the house down. Used to be plain, now my name they announce now. Feel like a summer vibe, so you know that we lit. Aim for home runs, cause we know it's a hit. It's about movement, so you know we the shit. Girl, you know that we get, and you know we legit. Big facts, you and your homegirls looking real snatch. Plus your outfits, play it guilty to killing that. Come on, come party, one weekend, too deep in. Bring 3 friends, 4 shots in. We chiefin', yeah, party with a straight of you sleepin'. Come party, one weekend, too deep in. Bring 3 friends, 4 shots in. We chiefin', yeah, party with a straight of you sleepin'. Now what's a baseline, cause we know that they feel us. 3-wheeler, 4-pillar, acting bad for Skrilla. Swisher, burner, bounce and turner, sitting low on foes. I'm pulling through the lot, jamming fat pat. Oh, let me slide like a visa. You bought Kathy, bought Janet, bought Lisa. You got a bad bitch, I gotta meet her. Better watch out, she probably leave ya. It's about movement, so you know we the shit. Girl, you know that we get, and you know we legit. Big facts, you and your homegirls looking real snatch. Plus your outfits, play good to the killing that. Come on, come party, one weekend, too deep in. Bring 3 friends, 4 shots in. We chiefin', yeah, party with a straight of you sleepin'. Come party, one weekend, too deep in. Bring 3 friends, 4 shots been major. Everything major. Street of music. One time for the city, just got litty. You don't know about the kid, call me Street of Richie, let's go. Come party, one weekend.